Alright guys, and welcome back to the Saints View, the channel for Southampton content, for another transfer video as Southampton look to make their first signing of the summer. Now before we get into the video though guys, do remember to go subscribe if you haven't yet already. We've just surpassed 400 subscribers, which we're very grateful for, and now we're looking at the next little milestone, which is 500 subscribers, and will also be half of our big target, which is 1,000 subscribers. So please go and subscribe if you haven't yet already, turn notifications on, and let's get into the video. Now, I can't lie, I'm finding it very difficult to pronounce this guy's name, so we're going to call him Bart. Bart Dragowski. His first name is something like Bartlomiej. When he signs, we'll find out, but for now we'll just call him Dragowski. Now, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, Dragowski is a young goalkeeper with a lot of potential. He's currently contracted to Fiorentina in Serie A, and it's been reported pretty much today by Sport Italia, a reliable Italian news outlet, that he's pretty much ready and set for a move to the south coast, and it looks like the transfer will be completed within the next week. Now the fee being quoted at the moment is around 10 million euros, and apparently Roma are interested in the goalkeeper as well, who's only 21 still, which seems a very good bargain for us if he is to be what he's being sort of credited as a very promising young goalkeeper. He's 21 and has represented Poland at many youth levels, hasn't yet featured for the senior side, and as I mentioned previously, he is currently contracted to Fiorentina but spent the last 6 months of this season on loan at fellow Serie A side Empoli. However, he was not able to stop them from getting relegated, but performances were heavily noticed, which is why he's been linked with a move to the Premier League, and he's also on the cards of Roma. He even broke a Serie A record, which was making the most saves in a single game whilst keeping a clean sheet. That was against Atalanta, where Empoli drew 0-0, as Dragowski made 17 saves in that one game, very similar to Fraser Forster's infamous efforts at the Emirates 3 years ago. But he started his career at Polish side Jagiellonia, which was obviously his native side. He made about 50 appearances for them as a teenager, and then eventually signed for Fiorentina in 2016 for 2 million euros. Now fans of FIFA Career Mode may recognise his name, as for quite a few editions of the game he was one of the sort of top wonder kids in that position, and clearly and was given a potential of something around like 90 rating. You know, he's very much one of Europe's top young goalkeepers. But unfortunately his Fiorentina career hasn't gone to plan. He started off as third choice when he's joined in 2016, had a knee injury which didn't help him, which inevitably led to him going out on loan for the second half of the season just gone. Overall, he's only made 9 appearances for Fiorentina, and they look to get him off their books, which is a bit strange for me personally, because Fiorentina didn't have a good season in Serie A, finished 16th, so not even that far away from Empoli in the end. And he's clearly a very good goalkeeper. It seems that shot stopping is his clear attribute, makes a lot of good saves, giving him the nickname the Spider. But it's quite clear if you look at some of his scouting videos that he's good with his feet as well, pretty comfortable on the ball, which is pretty much everything you expect of the modern goalkeeper. So Sport Italia have said that it looks like the transfer will be completed within the next week. So where will he fit in Southampton? Obviously there's only one spot for a goalkeeper, unfortunately, and at the moment we do have 4 senior goalkeepers in our ranks, plus the potential inclusion of Jack Rose from the under-23s. So for me, if he is to come in, and it looks like he is set to come to us, it's probably going to have to be a case of, well, we're going to be getting rid of at least one of our senior goalkeepers. And for me, that looks like it's going to be Alex McCarthy. Most people want Fraser Forster gone, and I would agree. However, with his wages, which are around 80 grand a week, I mean, that's unreal. It doesn't look like he'll be gone, only because no one's going to match his wages. So it looks like it will be Alex McCarthy who goes. That'll be something we have to report later on in the window. How soon another goalkeeper will be sent out, I'm not too sure, but we can't be starting the season with 5 senior goalkeepers, maybe even 6 with that inclusion of Jack Rose. At the moment we've obviously got Angus Gunn starting as number 1 alongside Fraser Forster, Alex McCarthy and Harry Lewis. And that's the other thing that I'm a little bit sceptical about, because we did pay a lot of money last summer for Angus Gunn, of around £20 million, which was the quoted price at the time, and he's done very well in my opinion. Didn't finish the season as well as he started it when he was obviously brought in around January time. But he's clearly a very good goalkeeper at 23 years of age, a lot of potential. And so for me, it's a bit strange that we're looking to bring in a goalkeeper that is good enough to compete with him, if not surpass him, as Southampton's number 1. And if that's the case, then we'll obviously let the manager make his decision on that. However, for me, it does look like Gunn will be starting the season as number 1 and Dragowski will be competing. So if Hasenhüttl can get an idea of him, get a look in over pre-season, which is obviously why we're bringing him so early. And then if Hasenhüttl feels he deserves an opportunity, then obviously he will make that call. We know he's not scared to make those sorts of decisions. But if he is to be backup, then what a backup he will be. He looks like a very good prospect. 10 million euros also seems like a steal. So I'm pretty content with this transfer. Do I see the necessity? No, not really. I think we could be looking at probably half that price for a backup goalkeeper if we are to look to send McCarthy or Forster out. But obviously it looks like it's going to be an investment as well, one for the future. So for me, I'm pretty content. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. If you have enjoyed it, remember to leave a thumbs up. What do you think on the Dragowski transfer? Do you think it's worth bringing in a goalkeeper of his level? Do you think he looks like a very good goalkeeper? Do we even need to bring in another goalkeeper? And out of the current goalkeepers, who would we get rid of in your opinion? Or who should we get rid of in your opinion? Remember to subscribe if you haven't yet already. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. And turn notifications on so you don't miss a single video for the remainder of the summer. You won't want to miss some of the content that we'll be bringing out for the remainder of the summer with transfers and pre-season. And we will see you in the next one.